Good evening. Thanks for joining us and welcome to the 10 o'clock news. I'm CAMILA ORTI. A teenager is dead and 6 other people are hurt following a mass shooting in downtown Portland early this morning. It was one of 4 shootings reported in just 4 hours. Fox 12's Bridget Chavez begins our team coverage with the latest on the investigation, plus reaction from city leaders.
This morning, gunfire rang out in the streets of downtown Portland.
And I ducked down once I heard shots.
This man didn't want to be on camera, but tells us he was in his car when the gunshots started.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared, but just had to duck down in my car. Once it started, and yeah, I was just scared.
Portland police say it happened just after 2 a.m. and they arrived to find a chaotic scene. They secured the area and began helping those who were hurt. We know that 7 people were taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds. One of them, an 18-year-old woman, later died of her injuries. This morning, Brad Popick, owner of the outdoor store, arrived to find crime tape and officers around his store.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. Yeah, kind of shocked. It looks like a war. Seriously, it looks like a war over there.
In a press conference held today, Mayor Ted Wheeler and Portland Police Chief Chuck Lovell addressed the increasing gun violence in our city and this deadly night.
We have clearly a gun violence problem in our community. We have a homicide problem in our community, and the community should expect that we will have adequate resources, that's the tools, the training, and the personnel to be able to address the growing problem around gun violence and homicides in our community.
If you go back to yesterday, we've had 11 shooting incidents resulting in 13 people injured or killed, and that's in a span of 38 hours.
Lovell says at this point it's too early in the investigation to know if this was gang related. He says PPB is still working with the FBI to curb gun violence, but isn't sure if agents were on the ground last night.
It's sobering to see all the gun violence that we've been experiencing here in Portland. 2 homicides from this morning are expected to be our 50th and 51st homicides of the year. Most of those have been connected to gunfire, but they're all tragic.
Police are asking for the community's help as they work to piece together what happened. If you know anything, you're asked to contact PPB immediately.
Investigators think there might be more victims and witnesses who left the scene, which is understandable under the circumstances, as chaotic and terrifying as that scene was.
Police are not releasing any suspect information right now, they say, because this is an active investigation. Bridget Chavez, Fox 12 Oregon.